This is CBS News Philadelphia at 11, and here's what's happening. Pedestrians are struck near campus. One person is dead and more than a half dozen others are injured after a stolen vehicle barrels down a busy street near the University of Delaware. It all started when police say the driver of an overdue U-Haul truck was trying to get away from officers. I'm Yuki Washington. We have team coverage from Newark tonight. We begin with CBS Philadelphia's Siafa Lewis, who has the latest information from investigators.
Yuki, tragedy strikes again here in Newark at the University of Delaware. As you mentioned, one person has been killed while another person suffered serious injuries, all the while reigniting fear of a student body that does not view this as an isolated incident. Around 4:30 Tuesday afternoon, Newark police spotted a U-Haul truck in a parking lot on East Main Street. The truck was due to be returned to U-Haul 6 weeks ago. As officers moved in to arrest the two suspects in the vehicle, it fled the scene at a high rate of speed. Officers did not engage in a pursuit. However, the vehicle continued down West Main Street, striking two pedestrians who were next to a parked car. The truck then struck multiple parked cars before becoming disabled on West Main Street, where officers were able to detain both suspects. In addition to the person who lost their life and the victim in serious condition, 6 others suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Students we spoke to view this tragedy as part of a larger problem.
A lot of students have been protesting about the lack of a speed bump here on Main Street. They particularly feel that Main Street is not safe. I can attest that it's not the safest street. People are gunning down the street every night.
There's definitely been a lot of instances. Like, I'm a junior, and just since my freshman year alone, like, there have been so many instances on this campus where, like, I have personally felt unsafe. Like, tragedies have happened.
It is most definitely a continuation of a problem, definitely with motor vehicles around UD and just around Newark in general.
I wouldn't say day to day, because I do love our campus, but when these events happen, it is obviously scary.
The investigation into this incident remains ongoing. In Newark, Siafa Lewis, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Now, this all happened in an area popular for students and others to grab a bite to eat and just hang out, and many dining outside, especially during this warm weather. CBS Philadelphia's Alicia Roberts has reaction from more students tonight.
Here along Main Street, just off the University of Delaware campus, this is usually a popular gathering spot for students. But tonight, police have this entire area blocked off as this community comes to grip with what happened.
It was just the scariest moment of my life. I don't know what was going on.
Victoria Delano was playing softball just behind Main Street when a U-Haul van came speeding through, striking 6 people Tuesday night.
We heard the car like speeding up, and then we heard like the gates crash, and we heard them hit the cars.
She showed us the alert she received from the University of Delaware minutes after the crash, as what unfolded was still playing back in her mind.
We realized that those screamings weren't like people having fun, it was people in fear.
Well, it's disturbing. I mean, the fact that this has happened twice now in the 2 semesters that I've been here.
Freshman Matthew McKay remembers when a fellow student, 18-year-old Noelia Gomez, was killed on the first day of classes last fall when she was hit by a motorcycle fleeing an attempted police stop on campus.
Something's got to change. It makes me kind of angry. Is everybody kind of angry?
Just awful, plain awful.
Nico Hart is one of many students now also reconsidering safety.
And this is something that you see everywhere, but I think it's a little more unique to Newark, which is not a good thing. Something desperately needs to be fixed.
For now, many here are thinking of those impacted and just how close tragedy has once again come.
I was walking. It's like scary because it could have been me. I was literally right down the road, and like I was walking up and down Main Street all day.
For now, classes here at the University of Delaware are scheduled to be held on Wednesday. In Newark, Alicia Roberts, CBS News, Philadelphia.
And we will continue to follow the tragic events out of Newark, both on air and online at cbsphiladelphia.com.